Okay, so we're gonna continue on with Victoria's ring. It's been sitting a while. I'm not gonna carve it, but I think I can look at it now and try to evaluate the size of the stone and the shape, kind of the basic shape, and try to find a template like this. These are ovals or ellipses, and I could try to come over here and try to figure out a good shape that's going to allow me to essentially maximize the amount of the stone and figure out what shape would that look like. And I'm thinking that it's, what is that, between 5/8 and 9/16. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to remember that 5/8 and 9/16, and take the stone away and let it sit. And I always use this because it's nice and convenient. But I'll take a piece of tape. I got a roll of it there, the little pieces, scraps, everything. And I'm gonna put it in here, and I'm gonna figure out. Let's make it a little bit smaller because it's gonna be a girl's ring. So I'm gonna make it a 9/16, maybe a half inch is always a good one. But I'm gonna start off with a 9/16 because as I cut around and start to grind and shape it, the polishing steps on the wheels will bring it down more. So I want it to end up with a half inch ellipse, but I'm gonna start with a maybe even a 5/8. So if I start with the 5/8, probably get it down. No, let's do 9/16. That'll be good. So I can do that, and then I'll take my pencil. I love these little mechanical ones. They work always because they're always working. And just kind of carve it around like that. So I got my ellipse. And that's the only reason I do this because this is clean. I know it's clean. Okay, I'll just keep it down here. So the next step would be to take the scissors and cut that shape around the oval, so capture it. So a little bit about cutting, okay? When I was taught when you're actually cutting on something is not to move the scissors, but move the paper around or the piece that you're cutting and shape that around so that you can follow right along the line. And you're not having to move your arm around because otherwise you're going like this. Okay, so keep your arm straight in a comfortable position and just cut slowly right along the line and rotate it. Now, always make sure you have some good light so you can see the line. Okay, and as you're cutting it, just carve it right around the line. But move the paper, don't move the scissors. That's the secret tip that I want to give you as you do this. And it works pretty good. I mean, usually if you have, what I would do is should be wearing my glasses, but I'm going to try to do it anyway without it. Because Sissy wearing glasses. Right. Anyway, there we go. I'll save that tape for another day. So I wanted to stay kind of on the line. And so where I've got some thick, and you can see some of it right there, I'm going to go ahead and trim that off a little bit. Okay, there. Now I have the kind of the basic shape, right? I'll bring your stone back. And then I'm going to place this in a nice position that's going to, one, I know there's a little bit of black there and a little bit over there, so it's got to be kind of in the center, in between that. So I'm going to put the oval in there in a position. Okay. that right there. So now, I'm going to give it a little bit more time. Remember I told you, even though I know it sticks and it settles pretty good, but you can still see where, if you look underneath, the cement is still kind of glossy. I guess that's the word we want. It's a little glossy. And that's an indication that it's got a good seal and it is adhering, but it hasn't solidified. It hasn't got hardened up yet. So I'm going to give it a little bit more time, maybe work on it tomorrow or the next day, or maybe a little bit later this evening. But until then, I'm going to go ahead and cut another piece. Here's a little thicker piece. And I'm going to work on either a pendant or a bracelet on this one as well. Not for you. This is the ring. But can be for somebody else. Okay, let me put this away.